But at least you have a room of your own, which is more than I can say, said Yuri, when he called round in the evening. At least you live among civilized human beings, even if they are all poor students, said Albert. They are not all civilized, Yuri replied. Did you not hear that one of them was killed last week in a duel? And what happened to the one who killed him? Nothing, of course. He is even proud of it. His only worry is that the authorities have told him not to fight any more duels. He is upset about this because he hasn't a single scar on his face to wear for the rest of his life as a badge of honor. So, Albert had a very good friend. His name was Yuri, and he was so helpful to him. So here, Mr. Pringle, the author, he present to us. He introduced his friend Yuri to us, and who is not very fortunate person. He also was very poor, and he was staying in a hostel. And when they meet together in the evening, they used to talk about or share about how the day has gone through. So Albert says that at least you are staying in a good place where the people are civilized. But Yuri said no, that is not true, because other day there was a violence and there was one person who was killed in a game called duel. Duel is a game or contest where two persons attack each other with a deadly weapon. So in that process of that game, one can be killed, and so this is what happened. And Albert asked what happened to the one who killed, and Yuri said that nothing happened to him, only he was told by the authorities not to, rather he is not allowed to play or fight duels anymore. So he was not happy because he was deprived of the chance of getting scar on his face, which would bear him as a badge of honor. Why? Because that is the symbol of bravery, which he is missing due to the prevention given by the authorities. So Albert was surprised that they are students and they are doing that way. Well, you'll be a student one day, said Yuri. I doubt it. So why he says that he would be a student one day means Yuri is also studying the medicine study, and hope that Albert also will one day join that medical studies. But Albert says that it may not be possible. He is finding difficult even to pass the high school or school diploma. He told his cousin Elsa the same next time she came to Munich. Normally she lived in Berlin, where her father had a business. So a family member, Elsa, was also a cousin sister of Albert, who is to come now then to Munich, and she also came here, and we find that Albert is sharing his problems in the school with her. And Elsa, the cousin sister of Albert, encourages him, saying that I am sure you could learn enough to pass the exam, Albert, if you tried. I know lots of boys who are much more stupid than you are, who get through. They say you don't have to know anything. You don't have to understand what you are taught. Just be able to repeat it in exams. That's the whole trouble, said Albert. I am not good at learning things by heart. So Elsa is presenting her counter argument that anyone can learn to pass the exam. It is not that difficult, because there are so many boys who are very less intelligent and they can pass. Why not Albert can do that? And Albert says that he cannot learn things by heart. He cannot. This is one of the things that most of the students who try to learn things by heart without understanding, and so when they finish the exam, they finish also everything from their mind. You don't need to be good at it. Anyone can learn like a parrot. You just don't try. And yet, I always see I always see you with a book under your arms, added Elsa. What is the one you are reading? So Elsa says that you also can learn like a parrot, and you are capable of it, and need not try, which is very hard. It is very simple. But Albert refuses such idea, and he says that he cannot. And she then expresses irony by mentioning that he always has a book under his arm. A book in geology. Geology? Rocks and things? Do you learn that? No, we have hardly any science at school. Then why are you studying it? Because I like it. Isn't that a good enough reason? Elsa sighed. You are right, of course, Albert, she said, but it won't help with your diploma. So Albert tells her that it is a book on geology which is not taught in school, and he adds that they are hardly taught science at school. Elsa does not understand why he is reading the book then, if it is not a part of the syllabus. Albert clarifies, and he says that he likes studying science and considers it a reason good enough to read it. So Elsa understands, but she warns him that even if he likes to study science, but it is not going to help him to go through his diploma. Apart from the books on science, his only comfort was music, and he played his violin regularly until his landlady asked him to stop. That wailing gets on my nerves, she said. There's enough noise in this house with all the kids howling. Albert was tempted to point out that most of the time it was she who made them howl, but he decided it was better to say nothing. So here we notice that Albert also interested in music. He plays violin apart from learning science, but he was most of the time interrupted or was told not to play because it made a noise, and that noise gets into the nerves of that landlady, and she says there is already noise in the house with the children shouting, and Albert adds to that noise of the violin. But Albert wanted to say that the main cause of the noise is she, the landlady, but he refrained himself, he resisted himself not to say that. I must get away from here, he told Yuri after 6 months alone in Munich. It is absurd that I should go on like this. In the end, it will turn out I have been wasting my father's money and everyone's time. It will be better for all if I stop now. So Albert says that he must leave this place. he expresses that he should move away from here because he sees no point in carrying on like this, because if he does not like to go to school and if he is not liked in the school, what is happening? He is wasting the money of his parents and time and effort of everybody.